Hi guys, this video is just meant to critique and please don't harass the people I feature, okay? It's just meant to critique, okay? Not the Discord notification. So there are these two art commentary channels, Yummicactus and JuniDrawz, which have been in quite the controversy lately. And upon peering in as an outsider, of course, I didn't like what I saw, okay? These two essentially make commentary videos on art-related drama and discourse, hence the art commentary thing, yeah. Now to preface, I will not be talking about the allegations. Yes, I can't believe those are words which escaped my mouth, because to be blunt, I don't care, I don't want to look into it, I don't care, it's weird and terminally aligned. But what I will talk about is their tendency to just spread misinformation for literally no reason, at all, it's insane. Art commentators spreading misinformation? What the flip? How could they? A bit of context before I get into things. These two fellas, Yummicactus and JuniDrawz, do not like solo creator Cupidite. I made a few videos on him, essentially trying to pay him as a predator on numerous occasions. I haven't personally looked into the situation regarding Cupidite, and to be frank, I don't think I want to, especially with the knowledge I have of the Yumi couple, so don't expect me to talk on it in confidence or anything. All you need to know is, these two accused Cupidite of being a predator to the point they supposedly made a document on him. Very scary stuff.
Shh. Queen, you're slaying too loud.
On the topic of the document, this is where a new character comes in, JuniDrawz. In said document, it claimed this entirely different person was allegedly Cupidite. It literally says Cupidite's new alias. Nothing which suggests this is hypothetical in the slightest. They seemingly put this in the document claiming, without a shadow of a doubt, both Cupidite and Momo were the same person. When clicking on the link, it forwards you to a completely different document, just under 2,000 words, dedicated to pushing the narrative they are somehow the same person. On top of this, on one of Juni's videos on Cupid, he pinned a comment also corroborating the notion JuniDrawz was seemingly just an alt account of theirs. But actually looking into the doc itself, I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what possessed them to make this. This document didn't release, it escaped. It starts off saying, in quotes,
"This document is not a call-out doc. It is simply an extension and confirmation that commentary creator autistic artist / JuniDrawz is Cupidite, unknown predator, groomer and bigot. Cupidite is trying to escape his actions by pretending he is someone else, so this doc has been compiled to prove that this user is Cupidite, to encourage people to feel safe enough to report his account."
Get away from her!
So they're essentially rallying up the audience, and whoever reads this extension doc to not only believe this person is someone they claim is a predator, but to also mass report them. Amazing, look, I mean, surely, if they're presenting this as facts, the evidence must be concrete. Imagine making a document essentially trying to push a narrative both JuniDrawz and Cupidite are the same person, without a doubt 100% confirmed by American patriots. And your first example are art styles which look kinda similar. Maybe it's because I'm not part of the ACC, but most of these art styles look identical to me. With this logic, Cupidite must have the power to duplicate themselves at will. No guys, you don't get it. They both have exaggerated eyelashes. It has to be the same person. What are we doing? Guys, look at the face shape. Look at the face shape, guys. Isn't this the standard cartoony face shape? What? It gets even sillier because they then try claiming they have the same handwriting. What? Aren't you guys the artists? How don't you know when you're using the artistic choice to use bubble writing? Handwriting can typically look similar. Cupidite's handwriting versus JuniDrawz's handwriting. Handwriting is a very difficult thing to accidentally replicate. And why would someone even try to replicate a Cupid's handwriting? At this point, I've lost track of what's even happening in the document anymore, as they just randomly accuse another creator, so many creators in the story I know, known as Friendly Fire, of being a UTTP account. Their proof? Oh my god, their proof. They never show it. I wish I was kidding. They just accuse this guy of being part of the UTTP with literally no evidence whatsoever to back it up. I was actually baffled when I saw this for the first time. For those who go outside, the UTTP are a group who are allegedly known for doxing and harassing creators. The ACC have this weird obsession of just accusing people they don't like of being part of the UTTP. It's insane. Everyone I don't like is part of the UTTP. Forget falsely accusing people of being racist, bigoted, who knows? You're part of the UTTP now, buddy. Fast forward, apparently Yummicactus and JuniDrawz apologized to Momo behind the scenes. I remember Friendly Fire, the guy they falsely accused of being a UTTP member. Yeah, apparently he got an apology as well. Only after striking down his video, of course. Yeah, so Friendly Fire had a stream where allegedly both JuniDrawz and Cupidite spoke at the same time, essentially proving they weren't the same person. For some reason after this, according to Friendly Fire, Yumi strike down their VOD. So not only did they smear this guy as a UTTP member, already in a document utterly stained with misinformation, but also strike his channel as well. But it's fine, of course, because after after the conversation they supposedly had with Yumi and Juni, where they told Friendly Fire just how sorry they were, the strike was lifted. Am I the only one who thinks Yumi and Juni only apologized because things didn't end well for them? Like, this is overtly blatant, is it not? The document where they just slander Friendly Fire YummiCactus is still up, by the way. You seriously can't harm someone's image to such a degree and think a little private apology is going to rectify things. AI addiction! Hey, so this is an editing note. If I sound more low energy than normal, I literally just woke up. Like, the video is already done, I've already edited everything, but apparently Friendly Fire was working with the UTTP. Yeah. He fooled all of us. Me, Momo, Cupidite, Juni, Yumi, you name it. I believe my point still stands. Jumi and Yumi falsely accused Friendly Fire, since I don't believe they had any sufficient evidence to substantiate their claims, until now of course. The fact both Juni and Yumi, according to Friendly Fire, apparently apologized to him, Yumi himself publicly apologized, and even retracted the strike, tells me they didn't have nearly enough evidence to accuse him in the first place. It honestly feels like Juni and Yumi just got lucky here. And that's not to say Friendly Fire is a perfect victim in the situation whatsoever. He obviously has accountability he needs to take himself. Just pointing out how it seems like the accusation was fortunately proven correct in this instance. To drive this point home, you don't publicly and allegedly privately apologize to someone you're willing to confidently accuse in a document if you have concrete evidence of the claims you're levying. This situation seems like a happenstance, and I hope those involved stay true to what actually happened. Irregardless, I still believe the strike made on Friendly Fire's stream VOD wasn't just, especially when taking into consideration, in the document on Momo, they claim said stream wasn't archived, as if they weren't behind the removal of the stream beforehand. It's literally worded as if he took it down of his own volition. Even though Friendly Fire told me personally there are instances of both Momo and cupidite talking at the same time, the document says otherwise.
YummiCactus joins the live stream, and let me say this. The stream is not archived, however, there is not a single instance of Momo and Cupidite speaking at the same time was heard.
Obviously, there's no way to prove this, since apparently Yumi coincidentally struck down the stream VOD, and Friendly Fire just opted to delete it. If I didn't know any better, it seems like there was evidence of both Momo and Cupidite being separate entities in the stream. They didn't want that getting out and decided to strike it down, but this is obviously theoretical, of course. All in all, I feel like there are no clear-cut victims in this situation, so please take this into consideration while watching the rest of the video. Despite how YummiCactus and Friendly Fire made posts, talking about how they've cleared things up with the Juni-Yumi couple, I just think it's kinda gross how you'd spread patent misinformation, and instead of making a proper statement discussing how you wronged them, they decided to just discuss it privately and call it a day. That's not to say settling things in private is a bad thing, because it obviously wasn't, just something which speaks volumes. You can settle things in private, and make a proper statement at the same time. Emphasis on a proper statement. Making 2 posts isn't nearly enough. Ironically put effort into making a document with just under 2,000 words, with screenshots present, and such confidence they put it in a master doc dedicated to an entirely different person, but the so-called accountability is just a small post being like, whoopsie, my bad for attempting to slander you. Like, it's insane. I shouldn't have to explain why the make accusations, ask questions later mentality is kinda bad, especially with allegations this serious, let alone putting it into writing. This just tells me Yumi and Juni are unreliable and their credibility should immediately be put into question. Nevertheless, my issue is, the accusations were very much public, and yet the accountability has seemingly been behind closed doors. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not one who heavily advocates for public apologies. Most of them are performative in nature if I'm going to be quaint. But this situation was actively publicized for everyone to see. If it happens behind the scenes and was handled the same way, I couldn't really care. But it's the fact such accusations were pushed as fact in formal documents, may I remind you, which makes this decision feel more like damage control than anything else. I don't know anything about Cupidite's situation, like I said, and seeing how Juni and Yumi handle the situation, I don't think you can blame me for not being exactly inclined to watch their videos on it, because you can't just accuse someone of being an alleged predator and then hit us with a These are career-damaging allegations Jumi and Yuni are just casually throwing around. I have a burning feeling they wouldn't have apologized if pushback wasn't as severe. It just seems like a stunt to me, but what do I know? Now, since I heard Yummicactus and JuniDrawz have the tendency to strike down videos or just grossly stand up people who dare to criticize them, I am not close friends with anyone involved here. I am not part of the UTTP. I don't flip it know what they'll try and use against me at this point.